we've got a brand new app that's going to be launching. So everyone's kind of familiar with the Rain Connect app that we have, but we're introducing a new version of this app. Now, what I've noticed in this industry is a lot of times people just use an app almost like a library, where it just has all this information. There's videos there, just like, on a website, it just houses things. But the way that we're setting this up, this is where people come to work. This is where people come to push things forward. Yes, you're going to be able to find different things that you're looking for, but we really want the ability with this app to go hand in hand with whatever promotion that we're focused on, with whatever focus we have on a product or a challenge or any of those different things. You go to the app and you can get to work. You don't need to worry about trying to figure that out. And sometimes when somebody's just getting started and you go and open up a library, or you go to a YouTube channel and you see everything there, or you go to an app and you see all the different trainings, you can easily get overwhelmed. So the way that we're setting this up, it's a little bit different. Okay, we want you to go there to, one, pique people's interest. How are you going to pique their interest? How are we going to present to them, and how are we going to follow up? And what are the tools to do that? How do we set up campaigns? How do we get people into a campaign where you can just put their information in and they're automatically going to get the information after that? They're going to get follow-up emails. They're going to have the ability to get texts, those types of things. But one of the things that we've really wanted to do for years, that we haven't had necessarily the technology to allow us to do this, is sample. We know the power of our products. And what I love about Rain is our products are already set up to sample. If you have a big bottle of juice, how do you sample that? If you have just a big container of pills, how do you sample that? It's a lot more difficult. And so at Rain, where we have individual serving sizes, that's one of the reasons, if you remember, we took our protein, our form that was in one bag, that's how it is in the space, and we put it into individual packages, individual serving sizes. Why? We want people to be able to take it, we want people to be able to go, but I want people to be able to sample. The power is in our products. Okay. We are going to continue to move forward, and we've gotten this far because our products work. We are a product-based company, and we don't come out with something unless it can change somebody's life. So sampling is key. And sampling is different than selling a box of product. Sampling is like an icebreaker. So we're introducing our sampling program. And what we're going to do, just to let you know, we don't have enough time through this weekend to really break down the kits and how we're moving things forward there. The sampling and everything about that. The trial packs and all those different things that we've talked about. So we're going to be doing a lot of follow-up trainings. Every week on Mondays, we have kind of our forecast, our Rain forecast. Every Wednesday, we have our leadership trainings. We're going to use these platforms and others if we need to be able to take this information this next week and really dive deep so that you can understand the power. Now, the good and the bad thing about being in all the markets that we're in is if there's a problem and we're in 45 plus markets and we launch them all at the same time, we're going to have 45 times the problem, right? So what we want to do is we want to make sure it's smooth, make sure it's working right, and then swiftly, expand that across the globe. So as we look at what the sample program is all about, we went to the company that is kind of the king and queen of sampling. And the company's name, I'll just tell you, is Verb. You're going to see a little bit from Verb. And we're going to have some people join us from Verb when we do our trainings to really break the different aspects down. But this company, they know how to do samples. There's companies that they've worked with that do 50,000 samples a month. But guess what? They've never been able to do it on the scale that we're going to do it internationally. Because we have warehouses set up. Because we have those merchants set up that a lot of companies don't necessarily have to deal with. And So we're going to be able to do this on a broad scale. But let me just kind of show you what's in this. We've made it really simple. We're just going to put one Sol, and then 2 Bright. Okay, so 1 Sol, 2 Bright. So you might think, well, that's not enough for somebody to get a result. It could be. Somebody might feel it. I know that they're going to feel the Bright. But once again, the purpose isn't to sell, initially that box of product. The purpose is for somebody to try it. The purpose is to break the ice, to have a reason to follow up. And so right in this app, you have the ability to do a few things. We're going to have these sample credits that people can purchase. And these credits are going to be under $7. We've got it, I think right now, $6.49 a sample. Now that includes the shipping. That includes, it's going to be, as I showed you I go back right here, in the nice package, the professional package. It's going to have a letter with their name on it from you in that package that's printed out. We're going to make it professional, one at a time. They're going to get something specifically with their name on it from you. It has all of those things, and the reason that we found the sample price to be where it's at is I don't want somebody to have to buy a sample in Mexico and it's different than somebody in the U.S. or somebody in Europe or somebody in Africa or wherever. I don't want it to be different. If somebody buys a sample credit, I want them to be able to send a sample anywhere in the world. So if you have credits, send it here, send it there. That's the goal. Now, I told you we're going to launch right now in the U.S. and Canada and work out any bugs because there's always going to be something. Okay, what I've learned through doing business is no matter how much you prepare, no matter what you do, there's still going to be some things you need to figure out. So we're going to start this in the U.S. and Canada, and we're going to expand it across the globe pretty fast. As we put things in place and figure out the little kinks. But the goal is just that, give somebody a sample. So if you noticed in some of those starter kits, we have sample credits. So when somebody comes in with a builder kit, they're going to get 2 samples. When somebody comes in with a pro pack or pro kit, we're going to give you 5 samples. And then after that, you can either purchase credits or from your app, you have multiple options, which means you can either pay for the credit up front and send it, or you can send somebody a page where they put in their information, they buy it, and then you send it. And it's sent from the company. So you have both options. But the thing that I love is this is it. If we get product in front of more people, we're going to have more people open to try and maybe a 30-day supply, becoming a customer, becoming a Rain partner. But it needs to start somewhere. So sampling is an easy way. So when you send out a sample, that person automatically gets put into a campaign where they're going to get information, where they're going to get emails, where they're going to get follow-up, where you get notified that you need to follow up. And that's what I love about this new app. There's a lot more functionality when it comes to marketing and when it comes to sharing than we've had in the past. So the beauty of sampling is just that. It's the beauty of our products. We know our products work. Let's get them in people's hands. There is no CV or volume on a sample because one, it's how do you put CV on one sachet? And then 2, we want to make it as cost effective as possible. So we're not adding anything to it. We're not giving any CV. We're trying to make it cheap so that a majority of the cost is just the shipping, obviously, and the handling for somebody to put that together and ship that out. So sampling is just that. I believe once we flood this world with samples, okay, whether it's social media, somebody might not give you $100 if they don't know who you are. But will they give you a couple of dollars to try something? Absolutely. That's a lot more simplistic than something else. And what we've learned, and it's just a marketing principle, is first money is always the hardest. Second money is always easier than first money because they've already committed to something. So it's easier for somebody to commit to more when they've already committed to something smaller. So this is going to help us with that as far as just exposure, getting people to try, getting people to see. And we're going to teach you how to do these things. And once again, it's not just what Byron thinks. I love to, obviously I have an opinion on what I like, but I want to go learn. Numbers trump everything. And since this company is somebody who's one of the biggest with sampling, we're learning from the people who are the experts. So when you say, okay, Byron, why are you doing it this way? Okay, why don't we put CV on it and charge $10? Or why don't we do, it's based on results of what's already working. So, as you notice in the markets that don't have the sample yet, we talked about these new kits, your pricing is going to stay the same because this isn't in there yet. For the markets that we do have trial packs and we do have samples, you're going to notice a slight increase. Not a ton, but a slight increase because this is a cost. And it's like the full cost. It's not like there's margins in there. You know, we put those there for us to go and benefit. So as soon as we do add these into your market, you'll probably see a little bit of an increase, not a ton, but to be able to do these things. We want to make it as easy as possible for people to win. Now, if we look at how this works, you're going to be able to purchase these in the back office. When the time comes, send samples, and we'll show you on the follow-up videos and everything how this is going to happen. So with this, okay, we're going to do a lot more information with the training. This app is a free app for customers. We have a customer app, and we have a partner app. And so what's going to happen is not only do the customers get it and everything's going to be around there, and the distributors get, but we have what's called a magic link. So as soon as somebody enrolls, whether it's a customer or a RAIN partner, they're either going to get a text or an email welcoming them to RAIN and saying, hey, you need to download the tool that's going to help you push things forward. Here's your link. And the reason we call it a magic link is because they click on the link, and then they just need to say, do I have an iOS, iPhone, or do I have, an Android? And when they click on that, it downloads the app and logs them in automatically because it has those credentials in that magic link. So they're logged in automatically, which we know is one of the problems is people don't remember their username, they don't remember their ID, they just joined, and it gets them to where they need to be able to work and share samples and share the opportunity. But we're going to teach people how to do those 3 steps. How do you pique interest? Okay, with friends and family. How do you pique interest with cold market? How do you pique interest with social? How do you present? How do you follow up? And step by step, we don't want there to be any question on what somebody needs to do or how it works. But there's also, with this app, the ability to upgrade some things. Okay, so the app, RAIN's kind of covering for all the basics, to send samples, to do everything that you basically need to do, there's no cost. And then if people want more reports, more tools, and the ability to do some additional things, then the company does have a cost and a charge for that. But I want to show you one of the features of the upgrade. Okay, so can we show and play that verbLIVE video real quick?
Imagine being able to refer your prospects to watch a leader's live stream broadcast and actually get paid for the purchases your prospects make. Well, now you can. verbLIVE makes it easy to host a live stream broadcast to promote and sell your products. This powerful tool allows you to place clickable Buy It Now buttons right on the screens of all your viewers so they can click to purchase without ever leaving the live stream, eliminating friction from the sales process. It's no wonder verbLIVE users everywhere are raving about how amazing Live is. And it just got better. Our new team attribution feature allows you to invite your prospects to upcoming live streams hosted by top leaders and company executives and get paid when your prospects make a purchase. Simply select the scheduled live stream in the app and share it via social, text, or email to your prospects and contacts. When someone you referred clicks on a button during the presentation, you will automatically receive credit for their new enrollment and/or product purchases. For example, let's say Jane schedules a verbLIVE sales meeting for her prospects to purchase products. Jane invites Tammy and Dave to attend, and using the app, they each invite others to attend. When Tammy's prospects click on a purchase button during Jane's Verb Live meeting, they're taken to her site for that purchase instead of Jane's. The same is true for Dave. After the meeting, Jane receives a report telling her which of her team members invited which guests, how long each was on the video, and exactly what they clicked on. Live is not only the ultimate live selling tool. With Team Attribution, it's the ultimate tool to help grow your team. Even new members can invite guests to leader-hosted meetings and get credit for any of their purchases. Gone are the days of manually following up with every contact. This is an absolute game changer. With Verb Live with Team Attribution, you can take live meetings to the next level.
All right. Hey, so what do you think about that? Pretty cool, huh? So there's additional features that if somebody wants, I love that. You don't have to say, hey, get back to the person that invited you. You can just click on a link. Why somebody's presenting, you can say, these are the different ways somebody can join, and the links pop up for the Business Builder Kit, or, and which of those they want to do, Pro Packs, whatever. They click on it while you're presenting, and they can get it taken care of. So in the app, if I was to post something, or let's say you or one of your leaders posted something, and you share that link with somebody to come and watch that presentation, if they click on the link, you get the credit. If this person invited somebody and they click on the link, they get credit. Or you can do a launch for somebody new in your team. You can put their information in, because everybody in their team is there. They're just starting, and they're going to get all the credit. So the beautiful thing about this is it's interactive, it's instant. You don't even need to leave the presentation. As you saw, the shopping cart pops up right on the screen, and people can just purchase right there. So even if you were doing a training on one of our products or the ingredient, and it popped up and people could purchase it. Even if you were doing a training with the ingredients or comp plan or whatever, and you have the PDF or you have the file, they can click on it and it can be downloaded. They can go right to it. So just a little bit more hand holding, where you can just hold somebody's hand and take them exactly to where you want to go. Okay, so for this, Verb does charge, and we call it, we're going to call this obviously not Verb Live, but Rain Live. It's $6.95 a month. And there's additional things that are coming out as far as reporting. By the end of the year, in the first quarter, they've already shown me what they're going to do to be able to give you the notification if somebody is not bought their subscription, if somebody's close to a rank, if somebody, all of these different things. So as a leader, you have access to so many reports that just get thrown up in front of you without you having to dig. So I think, once again, running a business, having these additional tools, it's really unbelievable. What I said earlier is you don't have to purchase them. You're going to get everything you need to do the business, to send samples, to share, to follow the steps. But if you want additional tools, additional things like this, there is a cost. They obviously charge us, so we pass that along. It's not something that has to happen, but it's something that's there. We want to provide the opportunity and options to you to be able to do these different things. And so I'm thrilled about it, because whether it's links that we can put in and create what you should post, whether it's, we're focusing on this product, we have the ability to tie things directly to where we want somebody to go and hold their hand to get there. So there's no question if they're going to get lost between now and getting off that presentation and trying to get to the website later or find the link. We want it to be a lot more instantaneous. So whether it's training, whether it's purchasing, whether it's any of those things, how do we grab somebody and take them right there? So I love this. I love the ability. And once again, this is a company that has the resources, because they're so big, to continually innovate and do things for us. And obviously we're going to pass those along to you. But I just love the direction that we're going, because we can sample, we can do campaigns, we can do all of those different things that are preset that allow us to make sure that we can follow up better, that we can send somebody where we need to better. So I hope you're excited about this, because this is a tool that I wanted to have years ago, and we have everything now hooked up for us to be able to do that, and then we're going to scale this around the globe. So as we can share to more people, even if we're home and I can't go drive around, if I can get a sample sent to somebody, if I can make it easy for us to still do commerce online, even if I'm home, even if people are quarantined, it doesn't matter. We're going to be able to still get this opportunity, this product, samples and other things right in front of people instantly. Okay, and did you hear that? When you do a presentation, you can track how many people were there, what they clicked on, what they did, it gives you analytics to be able to really see the effectiveness of a presentation, to see the effectiveness of maybe a video, or what we need to do to continually get better. And you know what I love to say, and that is if we can't measure something, we can't improve upon it. And that's the difference between a professional and an amateur. So we want to make sure that we can take ourselves and become more professional because we can track it. I can track when we do a presentation or when you do a presentation or when I do. How many people were on? How long did they stay on? What did they do? How many clicked? How many bought? What follow-ups do I need to do? And then right there in the app, we can take care of all that. Now, the reason that we're not launching this today, we're planning on launching this on Wednesday because everything in the existing app right now, they're two separate companies. So if you have, leads and you've been using that system, you have people in there, contacts in there, we want to make sure with this announcement that you have enough time to go in, take screenshots, make sure that you have everything you need to be able to transfer that data because that's going to be lost. Okay, because I can't transfer from somebody else's app all that information over to this one. I wish I could, but I can't. So we want to give you some time to be able to do that, prepare, and how about, somebody just gets into the business, they get the app, and the app's going to ask them if they want to put their lists together and tap into their contacts, and all you got to do is swipe. I want this person, not this person, this person, and swipe, and it puts them in the categories as you go through even your contacts. So it makes it so much easier to put lists together, to put follow-ups together, to send out samples, to invite people to this, to invite people to that. You can put groups, people can follow you, and you can send out information to this group, information to that group. And it's just a communication tool for you as leaders like we've never had. So I'm thrilled to be able to share this. I'm thrilled to be able to announce it. And I think the more that we get into this and really see the power of it, the more people are going to be able to train their teams, help everybody get started 1, 2, 3, and then we're off to the races. Off to the races. Hey, you got in, you got your samples, here's what we're going to do. We're going to send your 5 samples. Let me show you how. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to have the videos, the tutorials, all those different things as well. But I just love that we really want to create this place where people can go, the app to get the information, to follow up, to have campaigns, to do different things. It's all right there. So when you come to the Rain mobile app, it's not just to look at a calendar. It's not just to find a PDF. We're going there to work. And we have everything we need there to work as we follow up with people and as we introduce this to more people. So hopefully you're excited about this like I am. We are going to have this in the back office. And like I said, Wednesday, when we do the lasting leadership call, we're going to do this. We're going to break this down and really go through the app step by step and show you all the functionality. In the past, we've been able to send a video. But how about if you could send a video, but before you send it, I'm saying, hey Russ, this is Byron. This is that video I was telling you about, pretty amazing testimonial. I put a video of me at the very beginning, introing it, making it more personal. Then I send the video. That's what we can do with this app. Let's say that you have something that you like yourself, that you want to share. I love the functionality and the ability that the app gives us, okay? So I'm excited about what we have here because what we have here is what we've wanted for a long time, and now we're in a position to really go and do it.